Welcome back to the Fact Tech. Today I'll be another episode of Football Talk. And in this episode, we'll be doing Week 5 recap. So sit back, relax, grab some snacks, and let's get into the video. And before I start though, I'll show you this once I get 100 subs on YouTube and 100 followers on Twitter. So don't forget to go follow me on Twitter and don't forget to sub to my channel and put notifications on. But yeah. So let's start with the NFL. Also, I'm gonna try to speed these up each, so it's not over 20 minutes. So it's like within close to 20 minutes. But so yeah, let's start with the NFL. This is probably, in my opinion, the best season in a while because it's like last season, really, even the Packers were winning. I was like a big fan. Actually, I was almost falling out of love with football. But this season, like, there's so many like storylines and stuff. Like the Browns being good, like all these teams that aren't ever really good being good. So that's why I'm really enjoying this season. So yeah, my next note was Tom Brady posted a meme of himself that was like congratulating LeBron, like it was his like not knowing his fourth down meme, but it was him saying that, but congratulating it had LeBron's face on it, which I thought was funny. But and then the final thing is, in my opinion, the NFL is better than the NBA because of anybody could win. Like it's a regular season game, but the thing with the NBA is so many regular season games, so even if like a Miami Heat, no, let's say the Blazers beat like the Golden State Warriors, it's like it's upset, but it's like this 80 whatever games, so it doesn't really matter, or however many games are. So yeah, so and that proves this fact is that the Chiefs got beat by the Raiders, which is why I think I think the NFL is better than the NBA. But yeah, so and since there's less games of the year, so any given Sunday. Yeah. But okay. So let's start with the NFC. The division leaders for this week are the Seahawks at 5-0, the Packers at 4-0, the Buccaneers at 3-2, I think. And then the Cowboys at I think 2-3. I think is the record. I don't know, these are all coming off the top of my head. But and then Packers, in my opinion, I'm being biased, but who's gonna take them out of the NFC? Like how they're going, we beat the Seahawks last year, and we're even better this year. I don't know if they're better or not. The offense is better probably, but like the defense is still one of the worst in the league. And if the who was it? Who did they play? The Vikings. We're running all over that defense. What do you think the Packers are gonna do to that defense? So yeah, and if we have home field, that's just to wrap it up because maybe by then we have fans. But yes, Packers, and then Buccaneers. Who knows? We'll see about them. And then the NFL NFC East is whatever. And Rams, I don't know. Maybe. I don't really see them as a threat. And then we already beat the Saints. So, yeah. But next is let's go to the NFC North. The NFC North is basically summed up by there's only two teams left. Like, that are really fine for division. The Packers, obviously, and the Bears. Yeah. So, yeah. And then next, Packers had a bye. Nothing really to say there. Then let's go to the Vikings. They had 5 offensive drives with 10-plus plays in each drive, whatever. And that's last time that happened was in 2004. Kirk Cousins choked another primetime game. Not surprising. All the people are trying to say that Kirk Cousins was better than Aaron Rodgers. I'm sleep. But and then injury. Dalvin Cook, he got a groin injury. I don't think there's much on it, but yeah, that happened. And then Bears. I got one thing confusing. So last week they were like with Nick Foles, like what the flip. This week they beat the Buccaneers. I don't understand where to put them. Like what I think of them are. So yeah, then the Lions also had a bye. Let's get to the East. I said it's still the NFC least because the Cowboys lead division 2-3. They're 2-3 and they're leading the division, which is sad. And they haven't even played any division opponents yet. So yeah, that's something. But then let's go to then let's start with Cowboys. While we're on that note, Dak Prescott. I guess we all saw. Even I'm not even a big fan of the Cowboys or Dak Prescott, but I felt like really bad, like seeing him crying and everything. But he got a compound fracture and dislocation of his right. I think it's like his ankle was dislocated or whatever, his right ankle. But yeah, and then I guess recovery said like 4 to 6 months to recover from that injury, which I feel like it would be longer, but who knows? But and then my next one was can QB Andy Dalton pull off a Nick Foles and do like a win the Super Bowl? That'd be insane. red rifle. Can he do it? And then will he get? If he does it, will he get down like Nick Foles did? Who knows? But and then let's go. Also, I was watching a thing, whatever, and you're talking about maybe this will give him even more guaranteed that. See, at first I thought, oh, he'll like get kicked out, like he won't ever start for be a quarterback for the Cowboys anymore. But maybe this like certifies that he's gonna be a quarterback next season for the Cowboys because they don't want to screw him over. But yeah, and then let's speed these up. Giants, too many penalties. They had 8 penalties for 81 yards. They're still winless. Let's go to the Eagles. Hashtag bench wins. Maybe. After this game, Jalen Hurts can't. I didn't really watch much college football, so I don't know. But Jalen Hurts, with all the hype that I'm hearing, can't be much worse. But and then the defense was terrible. They just 4 touchdowns. One receiver had 4 touchdowns. That's insane. But yeah, because they faced the Patriots, whatever, and that's that one did. But okay, and let's go to Washington football. Alex Smith returns. That was insane. I felt like a parent. You know, I'm only 19. I felt like a parent, like watching, like being scared that he's gonna get hurt. Watching that, like wincing every single time. Speaking of wins, but yeah, I didn't really even watch the game. I just saw the start, whatever. Not the start, but like highlight of him like going into the game, whatever, and through the check down or whatever. But yeah, and then but then I saw a thing about Aaron Donald was on his back for like a couple seconds. He fell down and he was all good. But okay, then let's go to NFC South. New best division question mark. It was out of this AFC North. This is the best division in the NFC at least. You got there's a 3-way tie for first. You got the Buccaneers and the Saints and the Panthers are all 3-2, which is insane. So yeah, and that's speaking on the Panthers. Let's go to the Panthers. Teddy Bridgewater's the gamble farm paid off, and also they start off 0-2. Now they're 3-2, so they're on a 3-game win streak. Is pretty insane. The Saints wide receiver Michael Thomas suspended 1 game for fight with teammates. Or maybe is it that, or maybe is it because they want him to get more rest and they just put it like that. Who knows? Or he hurt his hand while like they're doing punch, and that's why the suspended increased for his hand, so he can't play. Who knows? But the next is they came back from a 17-point deficit, which was pretty insane. But it's also started to give a deficit to Buccaneers, a big one. So who knows? And then the defense needs to get better. Really bad defense. Like you're letting a rookie do that on you. That's insane. So yeah. Then let's scroll down. Let's go all the way down to here. Bingo. Okay. Let's go to the Buccaneers. Tom Brady forgot what down it was. Everyone knows this. I just wrote it down when it happened or whatever. That was really funny, in my opinion. Really funny. But, and then Tom Brady's weakness came out, pressure up the middle. Whenever you get a lot of pressure on him, everyone knows that that's his weakness or whatever. So that's why he did so bad. And then Falcons head coach Dan Quinn got fired. And surprisingly, GM Thomas Dimitroff got fired also, which is insane. Probably because he gave massive contracts to flipping Matty Ice and Julio Jones. And since Julio's been gone a while, if one of your big contracts is gone, you're not going to win, even though he's really talented. So yeah, and he's probably past his prime. But and then let's go to the what the flip? Oh yeah, let's go to the West. 49ers out of division race. That's probably why I started Jimmy Garoppolo. It's because they knew that if they didn't win this, their playoff hopes are like over. So that's why. So yeah, the 49ers out of the division race at the point. It's just the Rams and the Seahawks and maybe the Cardinals. Don't really think they will do anything, but possibly. But now speaking of Seahawks, we're going to the Seahawks. They were held scoreless in the first half, which is insane. Only if the Falcons were able to do that in the second half, but whatever. It's an offensive league, so yeah. And then Russ MVP only. Well, no. But Russ will only win MVP in my opinion so far this season. Only reason why he's getting like so much hype is because of the story factor of him never getting a vote. Aaron Rodgers has a better QBR, number 1 offense in the league, and 0 interceptions compared to Russell Wilson's 3 interceptions. Yeah, you said, the Greg Olsen one was a tip, it wasn't his fault, whatever. But did he throw the ball? Yes, he did. And then a critical red zone one that could have cost him the game. And then last game when he could have just threw it out when he played the Vikings instead of throwing that dumb ball. yeah. So yeah, that's that. But everybody is up and like, oh, he made a spectacular comeback, whatever, with the touchdown. He put them in that position. So, but yeah, let's go to the Rams. Offense bounces back after their whatever the flip happened to when they played the Giants. They scored 30 points this game. Aaron Donald goes off. He had 3 sacks. I forgot who it was, but another player of them had also 3 sacks, which is insane. I'm pretty sure. I think another player did. Okay, then 49ers only had one. Oh, I guess you think. Jimmy Garoppolo benched in the second half because he was still injured, so he wasn't right. So they benched him, whatever. And then they got blown out 17-43 by the Dolphins. Insane. If someone told me that at the beginning of this year, I would not have believed them. But let's go to the Cardinals. They bounced back with their win against the Jets, I think it was. So it's not like a big time win. It's like probably the worst team in the league, but they did bounce back. And let's go to the AFC. Division leaders are the Bills, Steelers, Titans, and Chiefs. Chiefs got dethroned though this week by the Raiders. So who knows who really is the top? And I'd say maybe Bills are ahead of them right now in Steelers, but I don't know. At least the Bills are, in my opinion. But okay, now let's go to the NFC North. Steelers is a team to beat? Question mark. It's a 3-team race, like I said earlier. So I'd probably give them the edge over the NFC South, just because they have better records all combined, whatever, than the NFC South does. So that's why I'd put them above them one division in the league. But yeah, 3-team race, like I said, they're probably gonna have 2 wild card spots, 2 or 3 wild card spots, probably in the NFC North, and then the division obviously leader is gonna be one of the division. Oh yeah, obviously. But okay. Let's go to the Ravens. Offense still not on track. It looked close. They got 1, but it wasn't smooth at all. Defense gets 3 turnovers, which was big. And then the funny thing was that the announcer guy, whatever, I forgot what his name was. Basically, he had to apologize because he called Lamar Jackson. He called him Murray on accident, whatever, which is funny. But let's go to the Browns. They're 4-1 for the first time since 1994. To put that into perspective, their head coach in 1994 was Bill Belichick, and their defensive coordinator was Nick Saban. So that was like a long time ago. Then the Steelers are 4-0 for the first time since 1979, which is insane to think about because I thought they would have been 4-0 like since then. I would have thought they would have been, but so that's insane. And then wide receiver Chase Claypool emerges and he had 4 touchdowns, which is insane. Which is why, again, the Eagles' defense was really bad. Now let's go to the Bengals. Wide receiver AJ Green, if you read like his lips when he was talking on the thing, sound like on the sidelines, sound like he said, or looked like he said, "Just trade me." So that's big news. And then QB Joe Burrow, was lackluster against I forgot who they played, but he was 19 for 30, 183 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 1 interception. So that's something. Did they have to play the Texans or something like that? I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah. Let's go to the NFC East. The Bills. It's the Bills' division to lose. To be honest, like they're in this driver's seat of that division. Patriots had a COVID bye week because yeah, they had a COVID bye week, but their game will be next week against the Broncos. So yeah, and then I think they had to change 7 games scheduled just to do that, which is insane. But and then let's go to the Dolphins. Record most points in Santa Clara. Obviously, the 49ers home ever. They scored 43 points, which like I said before, how much they scored, but that's insane. Fitzmagic shows up again after not showing up against the Seahawks, and then before that showing up against the Jaguars. So it's like off and on. He went 22 for 28, 350 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. And then the defense shows up also for the Dolphins. They had 3 turnovers. And then next is the Jets. Fire Adam Gase, as easy as that. Like normal, like every week, just fire Adam Gase. Let's scroll down to... Okay, let's go down to the bottom here. Okay, here's the final ones. Bills hasn't happened yet. I'm recording this on Monday. The game's tomorrow. So yeah. NFC South. AFC South is next. First round exit. Maybe hot take. But Colts, I feel like they'd be a first round exit. Same thing. Jags aren't even gonna make this playoffs. Neither will the Texans. And Titans have the only chance of not being first round exit, but I feel like last year was just a Cinderella story. I haven't really watched much games, but I'm already. I didn't hate them, but now I kind of hate them after all the COVID, how they've handled COVID and everything. So yeah. So hot take: whoever wins that division is gonna be a first round exit. But Jaguars, who knows? That's also before. That's what's going on in my head beforehand, which was before there being 7 seasons instead of just 6. So who knows now? But okay, Jaguars safety Josh Jones got ejected for helmet to helmet hit on Brandon Cooks, the wide receiver for the Rams, and then the Jaguars are also on a 4-game losing streak after starting 1-0. The Colts, Phil Rivers throws more interceptions. He threw 2 more interceptions. Defense shows up in the second half. They didn't really show up in the first half, but then they finally showed up in the second half. Let's go to Texans. They got their first win of the year. Woohoo! Interim head coach Romeo Crennel did a funny dance at the end. Also, he's the oldest coach, I think, to win a game. I think it was. I don't think it is to coach a game, but I think it was to win a game as a coach. So that's insane. And then JJ Watt tweets out after the game. He was like, "Fun, finally." So it's like, maybe is that shade at Bruce Arians? Not Bruce Arians. What's the nuts? I forgot what his name was, but you know who I'm talking about. Texans' old coach. Who knows? And let's go to the Titans. The Austin game hasn't happened yet. Yeah, they're playing the Bills. So yeah, it hasn't happened yet. Possible punishment for COVID management that NFL's looking into. Let's go to the AFC West. Possible 2-team race ? Because before I said, like last week, it was funny because I said it was literally just they've been just a guaranteed bye and first top 4 seed for the Chiefs, and now it's a actual battle. Since the Raiders beat the Chiefs, so yeah, so the 2-team race would be the Raiders and the Chiefs. Broncos and Chargers don't have a chance. Then Broncos COVID bye. Their game will be Week 6 against the Patriots. And then let's go to the Chiefs. They got their first loss since November of 2019, which is insane. QB Patrick Mahomes didn't show up in the second half. Don't know why I said QB. Okay, yes, he didn't show up in the second half at all. So which is why he's still the best quarterback in the league. Just want to point that out there. And then this is a bunch of lackluster games. He was also lackluster against the Chargers. The Chiefs were, even though they won, and then they're also lackluster against the Patriots, but they barely won. So yeah. And this Patrick Mahomes' first loss by more than 7 points in his whole career, which was insane. I thought that surprised me. And then Raiders QB Derek Carr outplays Patrick Mahomes, which obviously by what I said before, it ain't too surprising, but it's surprising like how he did it. He was like throwing tons of deep balls. It was amazing to watch. At first when I was watching it, I thought it was like the only game on that I was able to watch. And I was like, this is going to be a boring game, but it turned out to be a really good game. So yeah. And then the defense locks down KC. They had 1 interception, but they also they didn't fool and lock them down because it's the Chiefs, but they held them in check for the whole game. As much as you can in the NFL nowadays. So yeah, and then Chargers blow another 17-point lead. Blow another lead. This one was 17 points against the Saints. Like how they blew a lead against the Buccaneers. And then Justin Herbert looks like a star. Also, just want to say Aaron Rodgers is the only QB now in the league because Derek Carr threw one and so did Patrick Mahomes. So Aaron Rodgers is the only QB left in the league that has not thrown an interception. So that's pretty dope. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe and ring the bell. Follow all my socials down below. I'll see them on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on Twitch from 6 p.m. Eastern Time, Pacific Standard Time to 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Deuces. Bye-bye.